Hey everyone, Matthew Myers. Pleasure to see you all in the virtual land here. It's been a great semester. I've really appreciated participating with everybody and into this final project. I really look forward to hearing what your thoughts are and what your takes were. I think that it's always interesting when we all come at things from a different standpoint. So let me go ahead and explain what I did here with the final project, and I'll go from there. So you can see that the one that I have posted is different because I used a computer program to really kind of make some of the different effects with it, which I'll explain as to why I did that. But first and foremost, I just really liked, looking at here, just that kind of plane crashing over Maui Wowee. It just seemed like it was just a trip that kind of just landed and just things just started to happen immediately, as we jump down here, in fact, over to the baggage claim. You see that people are going crazy. I wanted to draw in a speaker here, the one that I really envisioned Stanley yelling at and screaming at with his family to kind of offer their 2 cents with. Then we jump over here into the main picture, which I'll kind of break down here for you. We know that also Renee was just on the phone, kind of from an uncomfortable standpoint, almost from immediately that we were introduced to her character. So I wanted to capture her on the phone, and not, she didn't look so distressed here, but I wanted to just kind of show her in a light where she was still, you could see that she was in deep thought and really thinking about different things. We also jumped down into here where I wanted to show that we have Renee and Stanley. Even though we never had an image of them necessarily in the bedroom here together, I still wanted to show what that would have looked like, just to kind of bring it out. So if somebody was to look at this poster, they would see that, okay, I can absolutely see that there's some turmoil going on inside here. I also really wanted to bring to light the Sal and Stanley's relationship. Sal being on the left and obviously Stanley being on the right. I wanted to show that they were friends. They started to talk with one another, and he started to really trust into what they said. And we know at the end of the play that they were even friends enough to sit on the plane there together. And then we jump over here, and we've got Renee, and we've got Ron, and not Ron, Roger. I'm sorry about that. So Roger. And with Roger, the same type of thing. I actually didn't glue down his head all the way. I don't know if you can see that, but I really wanted him to kind of be coming forward and showing you that he was really interested in hearing what she had to say. And obviously that's Renee kind of sharing her frustrations with marriage and the whole thing, and he was definitely listening intently. The reason why I chose this image also is because somebody just looking at this poster wouldn't know if that turmoil had to do with one another, and it would just kind of draw them in with the conflict, since people are really drawn to conflict as well. We jump down here to our friend Ron. Now we know that Ron is definitely afraid of crabs. I wanted to pull that out. Again, kind of leaving it in suspense. Like, is this a play about attack of crabs or something like that? But he was definitely paranoid with it, and I wanted to bring that to life here on the poster as well. Just some background stuff I drew in here. You've got the hammock, at the end there that kind of pulls together, and they are together, and I purposely kind of left it close here to the crabs and Ron because those two things were tied together. And then I jump over here to our crazy Hawaiian. And with our crazy Hawaiian, I just thought that it was fun. We don't know what his place is with the play just by looking at this, but we know that he is definitely doesn't look like the other characters that we have here within the collage as well. And of course, we get into our Fancy Skirt Nelson. Oh, Fancy Skirt. She definitely was interesting to read about. I loved the take she had. You can see I also have in here Sal's picture. And the reason why I chose this picture is because, they continuously talked about him crying and different things like that. But when you look at this picture, you don't get sad. Like, this person's crying and you're going to get depressed in this film. It's almost kind of like a humorous cry type of a picture. And again, really kind of pulling out his character there. We've got the hula crew. So we've got Koho and Kahua, however you say that. I might be messing that up. And then I also wanted to really pull out Jillian and Ron on the beach. We know that they loved each other. They were there. And at the end of the day, they always loved each other. They are the ones who stayed true and never had any really conflict with one another there. And then of course we've got some Maui Wowee brownies there. And again, this is what we've got. Now the reason why I edited this video to upload it in a different way is because I really liked the effect to show it. It was just kind of crazy, you know, and the fact that it's just kind of twisty and it's almost just just when you look at that image, it's just twisted up and you can tell a lot of things are going on. Things aren't necessarily as visible, which allows the viewer to just kind of look at that and kind of get pulled in, not knowing what they're looking at. Also the Maui Wowee brownies that they had, we know that those really kind of helped make a little bit of confusion happen within the play as well. So all in all, that's really why I chose to complete it in the image that I went with there. But I hope that you enjoyed it, and again, I really look forward to hearing what you have to say about it, and I can't wait to see all of yours. Thanks for a great semester.